Good morning, and welcome to the third episode of K's Kiki, where you cannot spell Kiki without K, honey. I am back for another week. I'm running late. It is Wednesday morning. I have been a little bit under the weather, and bitch, no, I do not have COVID, so do not come for me. I have taken every black fucking remedy that you could think of, bitch. I done took tea, tussin, ginger ale. You know, your whole family's like, bitch, take a hot toddy. Like, number one, where is it medically proven that hot toddies literally assist with you being sick? They're like, oh, it'll help you sweat your cold out. Like, no, nigga, it's just a way to get drunk when you're sick. Like, just say that. If you want me to get drunk, just say that. I don't got no problem with it. Anyways, as I did last episode, I'm going to start y'all off, the ladies, with a quote to kind of just, coast through your week. A lot of healing work is telling that negative voice in your head to shut the fuck up. A lot of healing work is also telling that negative ass nigga to shut his ass the fuck up. Why you always got something to say? And why is it negative, sir? Come with positivity or leave me the fuck alone. And that's what y'all got to tell them this week. Literally wake up this morning and choose violence. If your man is laying right beside you and he has been pissing you off because he is just negative as fuck, he ain't coming up with no solutions, wake up and tell him to shut the fuck up. And then just go to work. Don't talk to him all day. Y'all can talk when y'all get back in the house. And then he'll feel bad. He'll come home. He'll apologize. Look at that. I've literally solved a whole problem. I should be the president. Anyways, we're going to get straight into our culture conversation, honey. We're going to talk about all the shit that's been going on. And y'all, I honestly said I was not going to talk about Kanye West this week. I said I was going to leave it. But this morning I woke up and he's like, I'm afraid Pete is going to get my wife strung out on drugs. Sir, I'm afraid you're going to kill her. Because literally all this crazy shit Kanye is doing, like I've said it before, buying a house across the street from where you live is already weird. But this man has been harassing her for months now. And even if you want your family back, it's a certain way to go about it. And even when she got legally separated, like when the judge granted her that, I knew she was only going to have that single moment of peace before he was back to plaguing her life. Girl, legally single or not, he wants his family back. And I don't understand how somebody can be so upset when they've literally just been out here dating. I just don't. And even the girls he dates, like, how do you sit by and watch him do this and be like, girl, I mean, he's okay. Nothing's wrong. Like, I feel like he really cares about me. Like, no, honey, he doesn't. He's literally a tyrant to it plaguing everybody's life. He has to stop. And then his publicists are saying, like, girl, we're taking that phone, but honey, there's at least 10 phones. So we can only do so much. We can only keep this crazy ass nigga at bay for so long. And if I was publicist, I would quit. Like, I cannot contain this PR nightmare. He's literally, every time he gets a chance to access a social media outlet, he accesses it and chooses aggressive violence. Aggressive. No rhyme or reason. And then Kim, she hit him with this tired baby mother fucking response. Like, bro, you just saw the kids yesterday. Why are you doing this? Leave me the fuck alone. All I'm trying to do is fuck on my new man. If you want to come get these kids, honey, it would be a favor to me because I'm trying to lay up with this nigga. Unbothered. Without North going on IG Live and me having to tell her she's not allowed to do that. Her doing it anyway and me receiving 42 fucking Google phone number calls. And living in terror because I know you will not stop. It's ridiculous. I want it to end. I'm going to pray for Kanye. I know that he struggles with mental health issues, and I really do take mental health seriously. But you have to go get help. I get your medicine may dull how you feel. It may be dulling your feelings, and you just don't want to do it. But you have to understand how toxic that is for a person who is trying to uphold a family structure for you. Like, she's trying to make sure you see your kids, but you're doing so much crazy shit, it would make anybody nervous. Nervous as fuck. Like, I don't know what this man is going to do. Like, every morning, imagine waking up every morning, you're like, listen, I have no idea what my baby daddy's going to do. And I'm just nervous. Like, I'm just nervous. I know that I could log on to Instagram right now, and this man is going to be attacking me, a full-fledged attack at 3 a.m. in the morning. And I done missed hours worth of content. So now I got to scroll through his whole Instagram page just to see what the fuck he was talking about, how much he was slandering me. And then knowing he going to apologize. And then the next day at 3 a.m., he going to do the same shit again. Where is the peace? There is none. There's no peace whatsoever. And I just can't. And honey, speaking of peace, I don't know if y'all follow Blueface. And he has a manager, I think it's named his Whack 100. Number one, Whack 100 literally speaks for everything about this man. So a few months ago, Blueface has an artist, and if y'all seen her on Instagram, that bitch is crazy as fuck. She need to be committed into some type of facility. She was one of the girls who was living in his house, Blueface's house. She ended up getting in a fight with one of the other girls. One of the other girls knocked her motherfucking tooth out. Knocked her tooth out. And it's been years probably. She ain't never got a new tooth. She just out here toothless, confessing love for Blueface undyingly. The bitch done got about 6 tattoos with this nigga's name. She got a tattoo above her vagina that said Jonathan's pussy. She went on a damn podcast because, okay, so Whack 100 went on live and was like broadcasting them kicking the girl out of the house, out of Blueface's house. He was talking to her like he was about to beat her ass, dog. And I was like, number one, where are the men in her family? Where's her daddy? Where are her uncles? Because he was talking to her like, bitch, you could either get your ass the fuck out, or I'm about to whoop your ass and throw you out. So she's talking shit like, fuck you, you doing too much, blah, blah, blah. So that concludes. So we see Blueface and this girl all over the place. She still ain't got no damn tooth. I don't know how she out here frolicking and smiling, missing a whole frontal portion of her mouth, bruh. So I guess she gets into it. I guess her and Blueface get into it all the time. But they get into it recently. The bitch breaks into this nigga's house. Because mind you, she says she lives here. He's like, bitch, you don't live here. Like, just disrespectful as fuck, number one. So I don't even know how y'all are in a functioning relationship because that shit is wild as fuck. So she breaks into his house. She writes, I love you in blood on his wall. She steals his car and thinks she about to drive cross country. Bitch, the police pulled up on that bitch so quick. Honey, where did you think you was going? It's 2022, honey. You can't steal a fucking famous person's vehicle and think you about to make it back to the East Coast? You driving from the west to the east, honey? There's APB out on you. No. So then this bitch goes to jail. She in jail sending messages of strength and good intent. And I'm like, bitch, you still missing that damn tooth. And that's really pissing me off. But that's your business. If that's how you want to live your life, that's fine. But then, come to find out, she gets out. She does this podcast interview. She sound crazy. It seemed like she was on cocaine during the interview. She was tripping. And it's like a bunch of dudes she interviewing with. And you know, they hyping her and looking at her like, what's wrong with this bitch? And she moving all around like tweaking and shit. That shit was weird. But I say all that to say, back to Whack 100. That situation was a lot, but back to Whack 100. So Whack 100, he has a lot of opinions, as he did with the Blueface situation and that crazy ass girl with that missing ass tooth. He has a whole lot of opinions. So he was on a Clubhouse chat room, and if y'all don't know, Tekashi 69 recently came forward and he's like, listen, bitch, I ain't got it, honey. I'm broke. Ain't no motherfucking money nowhere. I don't have it. I'm poor, nigga. Poverty. So I guess they asked, like, in the clubhouse, the moderator was like, hey, so there's reports claiming that he's broke. Like, can you let us, like, what's going on? He was like, yeah, he broke as a motherfucker. That nigga 69 ain't got nothing. So honestly, for me, that's all Whack 100 had to say. Broke as a motherfucker and ain't got nothing lets me know you don't have nothing. There's nothing else for us to talk about because you don't have shit. Literally. But that wasn't enough for Whack 100. The nigga kept going. He said, man, that nigga over there doing bad. I had to send that nigga $20 for some gas. That's why we was telling the people, ain't nothing really we can do for him right now. Because nigga broke. It's fucking terrible, man. Like, number one, This nigga waited till this nigga asked. He knew when the nigga asked him for $20 that he was going to put the world on notice that he asked for it. Ain't nothing worse than asking somebody for something when you down bad and them then going back. And usually it would be small scale, like, okay, they told your friends and you embarrassed. This nigga told the world that you asked him for $20 for gas money because you're broke as fuck. If that's not disrespectful, as a man, I just don't know what is. I'd just be like, just kill me. Just kill me. Now niggas know I don't even have $20 for gas. Could you not just do that in the confidence of our friendship? If you gonna give me $20, why would you do this to me? And I get Tekashi 69 was a fucking terrible ass person. He did the fucking most. But damn, as a grown man, just being out here broke like that, and people who you like thought you could ask for $20 from, and that's how they do you, that shit is crazy to me. It's crazy. But I guess people gonna live their lives, do what you do. That shit is still crazy. Anyways, so this week, Mace released a song, and it was titled Oracle 2, Standing on Bodies. And if you remember last week, I talked about Diddy being the Suge Knight of the music industry. I didn't call him the Suge Knight previously, but beloved, if the shoe motherfucking fits, wear that bitch, nigga. He is the Suge Knight because there's too many parties coming out against this man. So back to Mace. Mace went from the motherfucking pulpit to the streets of Harlem, bitch. Like, the way he came for Diddy's neck, like, he basically was like, bitch, you're a fraud and you're a $1 billion bastard. Run me my motherfucking money. And all Mace wants is his publishing rights, and I understand, like, they should be his. But Diddy was basically like, bitch, I paid $20,000 for them back in the day, but they have been more fruitful than ever, beloved. So you Harlem shake your black ass right on back to that one bedroom in New York, bitch, because you're never getting it. You're not going to get it. Go sit your ass down somewhere. And that's how that's going to end, too. It ain't going to be nothing else. No response, no nothing. Mace is forever going to be out of his masters. End point. Anyways, so Gail, I don't like this bitch. She's Oprah's best friend. I don't give a fuck. I cannot stand Gail. I think she's a terrible interviewer, and I think she's a fucking terrible person. But she sat down with Will Smith this week. And as if he ain't tired of you niggas asking him about infidelity in his motherfucking marriage, bitch, the question was posed again. And I think Laverne Cox randomly asked about entanglements on the red carpet like 2 weeks ago. Like, at this point, I would be cussing niggas the fuck out. You gonna stop fucking asking me about shit that ain't got shit to do with you. So she asked him about infidelity, and his response was, there's never been infidelity in our marriage, never. Jada and I talk about everything, and we've never surprised one another with anything ever. This is the definition of an open relationship, honey. And if you don't have one, oh, well, mind your motherfucking business. But if y'all remember, August Alsina, a while ago when that whole entanglement shit came out with him, and he was talking about, bitch, I was in a relationship with Jada, so I don't know what y'all know, but I was dating this bitch. And I made sure that I got Will's approval to do so. So what y'all not gonna do is be slandering me and talk about me like I'm a home wrecker. So I think, like, this played out in the media so messily. Niggas was like, Jada's up, she's a city girl, blah, blah, blah. But if y'all in an open relationship, y'all can do whatever y'all want to do. And whatever works for you, works for y'all. Like, they talking about Will Smith was going out bad. Not if they were in an open relationship. Because he probably fucking too. And also, let's talk about this. Most of you niggas are in an open relationship unbeknownst to you. You are in an open relationship. Your significant other is busting it down with somebody else. And I want you to think about that this week. I really want you to sit and ponder on that before you say shoulda, woulda, coulda. I want you to reflect on what your relationship has looked like. Open, honey. Open. Your man been cheating for 3 fucking years. Y'all are in an open relationship. You keep catching your girlfriend up in her phone talking to the same man. Y'all are in an open relationship. This ain't the first time she started talking to this man. You've seen the name Bobby 52 times in this bitch's phone. Cut it the fuck out. You're in an open relationship. So if that's what you want to do,